So this is the third of 3 videos that I should have basically pre-recorded, and if after this video in the next 24 hours another video from me doesn't come out, just know that I'm busy with stuff. Otherwise, as we get Cthulhu 7th Curse, 3 custom mysteries, but Cthulhu 7th Curse, that's all I really need to remember, we'll move on, because I want to talk about other stuff, if possible. Otherwise, I might also just be focusing. So Cthulhu 7th Curse. So we'll move on to our next character and see what actually happens. So random item stats on. So as we get into Cthulhu 7th Curse, random item stats custom character. What a great way to timestamp. Yeah, again, this is the third of 3 videos that I pre-recorded, so if you're watching this and then 24 hours later-ish or less, another video doesn't come out that's World of Horror, just know I'm busy with something. So, 4 strength, 6 dexterity, 7 perception. Again, it's not serious. My life is not in any danger. I'm healthy, but hey, 7 knowledge, 3 charisma. Just have to do stuff. Light, 2nd mystery, dexterity, 2nd encounter, strength, and maybe a charisma check. Because if nothing else, obviously there are things happening in the United States. If you have heard any news, then you know what's going on, but I'm not related to that. So that's why, again, I'm not really going to talk about it. But I do know it's fine. Just in case anyone has any idea, it's like, oh, what if Jordan's being affected by this? Not this time, and not that anyone I should know. So, but my heart does go out, because that's all I can really do. All I can really do from where I am is pray for those who are under this situation, and that's as vague as I probably should be. Anyway, again, as always, if you want to enjoy my videos, I'll at least try to do my best, at least in the realm of World of Horror. Auteur, Shiba's Taxi, Mermaid's Ramen. So, we don't really have bosses per se, Taxi technically, but we can save that for later. So what I can do is Shiba's Now, funny enough. And we'll see what we can do. So we do want to leave the Legal Den on. We have 7 Perception. That's going to be great for a thing. We're just opening up funds to prepare because we start with funds, apparently. Question mark. I know we have a small candle, but with random item stats, yeah, okay, I was about to say. I should have actually checked before I entered, but hey. And now we have a 6 damage thing. Oop, it costs 6 funds. I have made a mistake. Please give me the army knife again. I'm sorry! I'm sorry I didn't pick you up the first time because I didn't have enough funds! 18% Doom isn't so bad, but as punishment technique. Oh, we don't have the monument yet. Never mind. Moving on. If you get out of funds, so be it. Otherwise, I should actually just sell this human skull. But never mind, that's an illicit item categorized by World of Horror, so we can't do that. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we want to use the monument once or twice. That's essentially we've taken 2 to 5 damage, depending on how much stamina and or reason I want to use. But otherwise, again, it's not like our Doom is that high right now anyway, but using the monument right now would probably be for the best. That being said, so this is a pretty good army knife. Is it normal speed? I always forget. I think it's a little slower, but with 7 Perception, I'm almost not going to feel a difference. Now, that being said, my second encounter is going to be whatever's after this upcoming one. This might actually be a better box cutter, but if it would be... I would actually replace the army knife if I got a damage increase. For no other reason than when we run to low power value enemies, it'll be great to hit. Because we'll have high accuracy and we'll be able to do at least 4 attacks per... Yeah, 4 attacks per... Question mark? 4 attacks? Yeah, 4 attacks per... Wait, yeah, 4 attacks per. Luck, I just want to see how much luck I have. We have 5, and in real life, I actually have some luck because we rolled a 1+1 modifier there. But we will still flee because this is, yeah, that's going to be too painful. So, in case anyone was wondering, the end screen of that, I believe, is Cthulhu game over. So, literally the possible future for us if we doom out here. But, while we're sitting here, and while I look around and see something, let's take... We can take Mermaids next, then I can take Taxi after to get rid of the burns, theoretically speaking. And hopefully everything will be okay. So... Aside from that, because I'm going to be busy, it's going to hurt my game dev time, because obviously I need to be present in my workspace to develop a game. So really what's happening right now is affecting me business-wise and personally as well. What was my accuracy, by the way? 70%? My goodness. But we can't really brace into anything either. Well, we could have braced. Actually, that would have been better. Well, it's too late now, so we're going to roll on 90%. I really shouldn't. I should just brace to be safe, but 90% gambler. Oh, the gambler's fallacy is a gambler's fallacy for a reason. That's something I did want to eventually talk about. We might as well talk about it now. I know I've talked about it before, but just to really get into the topic of it, because I think I lost that recording for whatever reason. But as we get 8 Doom pretty much as well, the theory behind the gambler's fallacy, I mean, if you believe, well, if not believe in it, if you use it, really, that's just 2 Doom, 1 reason. Okay, I'll remember that. Unless that's just an event that also hurts you on the right option. I got a bit bamboozled there, but let's, you know what, I'm gonna risk it. If we die, we do another run, which is good for me, bad for just survivability in total. But, yeah, and that's why I take guaranteed outs. Yeah, gambler's fallacy essentially is rooted in an idea that I think is unconsciously true, but overall it is false. So what I mean by that is, say, we'll use coin flips because that's the one of the simpler examples to use. Oh my goodness, by the way, do we die here? I don't think we do, right? If we hit this, we can throw the human skull and probably desperate prep. Now, we didn't, so... can I do 2 attacks after a desperate struggle? Now, hold on, let me focus for a moment. I think I can, but then 90-90, so 81% chance that we hit both of these, and I think we do get out, because each one of these actually does 12 damage, or 13 if we get bonus damage, but yeah, so the gambler's fallacy is about... So say you flip a coin 3 times, if you fail to call the coin correctly the first 2 times, the gambler's fallacy says that, hey, I have a higher chance to guess it right this 3rd time, even though those events, calling a coin when it's flipped, is independent in all 3 tries. So if you flip a coin a 3rd time, there's not a 66 or 85% chance the coin lands on tail. You don't have a higher chance of getting tails over heads or heads over tails for, you know, the probability there. But I think the underlying idea that falls into the fallacy is that there's no way I call a coin... The odds of you calling a coin wrong all 3 times is low, but if you're trying to just win the 1 coin flip, that's where the fallacy kicks in. And if that makes no sense, I mean, I can use another example. But for now, a random spell would be interesting, but I'm just going to take Strength and Knowledge instead. And we're gonna stick with we're gonna see how much stamina we lose, because I'd like to lose more reason before I rest. But this is me being risky. You shouldn't play like this. If you're at 4 stamina here, either treat for stamina or rest twice. That would be my advice. But I'm here doing what I do. Another example that's more common to run into as we roll a 12 on strength here. Well, I guess we can use it here. So say I'm rolling dice on Roll of Horror events. If I run into 2 events and I say, hey, I rolled a 12 twice, there's no way I roll a high number and fail again. That third example, oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. I picked the 1 stamina loss thing. Well, we'll do another run. Even though that was my 3rd mystery, yes, but that's a bad way to end a run. Though to Exquisite Taste. So yeah, the 3rd event rolling a 1d12 is not going to be influenced by the previous 2 events rolling a 1d12. So I'm shrugging in real life as I say that's the gambler's fallacy in 2 separate examples. I believe so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But as we get Exquisite Taste, I'm just going to do 3 custom mysteries to stay in groove, but as we get into this Thotu run, now we have Exquisite Taste, so I do want to leave rest, and thankfully, never mind, I'm going crazy. I had 7th Curse, that's why I had so much funds. Because I was like, how do I have the small candle and the human skull? Anywho, 2nd encounter, dexterity, Toxicon, 2nd mystery, charisma, and maybe a light check. I forgot my 2nd mystery the last time because I went to the gambler's fallacy talk or something. Maybe I just got flabbergasted by that 12 roll, but then I got a 1 luck roll plus 1 modifier. But anywho, we'll leave Monument because now we have a weapon to use, but whether or not we can actually use that weapon, I don't think I'm on random item stats, right? Yeah, so we'll use the small candle. If for no other reason, then we can run away somewhat efficiently, but I don't want to keep running away, so here's hoping. Oops, I forgot that when you do that. Okay, well, thankfully I didn't look at my mysteries yet. This is the one character, I knew there was a character in which you shouldn't click Costume B. I could have fixed that myself, I was planning to, but then I forgot because I was racing too many horse girls. So, we'll still go into the same run. It's not like I lost anything, I didn't look at the mystery, so I'm not going to get spoiled and go like, oh, I could have gotten Kana. That being said, it's been a while since I got Kana at all, really, but as we move on here, yeah, let's actually get into this Thotu. It's an easy fix. I don't think there's really much to fix, although aside from the lighthouse being different now, it doesn't really matter. Toxicon, 2nd encounter, strength, dexterity, light, and maybe a 2nd mystery check. It may have changed a bit, but all I remember is the second encounter check being there or not, and that's really all I care about. So, without further ado, we do get the empty bottle again. Do we get the rumor again? Not that it matters 99 out of 100 times, but... So what you would do is just leave that that attire blank. There's no reason. If you leave it blank, the game won't crash. I assume it's linking to something that the creator was planning to make costume B for this character, but hey. But as I said, we'll do 3 custom mysteries, so no Kana. Shuttle instead, Phantasms, and Frogs. So, and then Teacher Festival. So Teacher, technically Shuttle is a boss encounter mystery. Most of the times I end up fighting thing, and then fighting the encounter there, and then there's Phantasms. I want to take Phantasm later because we're using the small candle, and therefore I'm going to increase my knowledge. So we'll take... Ooh, actually, let's take Shuttle now. Instead, let me shift on this chair that keeps complaining. I've lost a lot of weight. I don't know why it's doing that, but anywho. If anything, I wanted to continue, or at least just keep touching on the topic of Gambler's Fallacy, because as all I have to do is keep recording, and then I can continue to do the Gambler's Fallacy, which obviously hasn't worked out for me. I mean, if you look at all my videos, or if you decide to tell me, hey, Jordan, why do you Gambler's Fallacy? It's to prove a point, if nothing else. On top of the fact that, hey, it's fun. Also, nice 10 knowledge roll. So that means my next event must roll like a 1 to 3, right? Unless it's the STE event, which I wanted that to not happen. Well, kind of, but again, that rolling a 4 there was not influenced by me rolling a 10 or 11 or 12 in the past 2 events. I also didn't mean to lose reason there, but yeah, I'm totally autopiloting. I should not have lost that first run that quickly. But as we're sitting here now, I actually want to fight you because now I don't have enough experience at the moment. So we could get up to 12 damage. The question is if I hit a bunch of these, and the answer seems to be no at the moment. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to cast any spells. It would be interesting, but no. And now my next question is, okay, well, do we just want to gamble on this? That's so bad. This is pretty much a coin flip. You know what? For the sake of content, we're going to do it. And if I die here, man, do small weapons absolutely throw in the garbage.